Welcome to Karma's My Sister. We chat about smutty books, break down our current TV favourites, and dive into intriguing would you rather and what would you do if scenarios. And we also talk about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Karma is my sister. Karma is my sister. Yeah, Karma is my sister. Karma is my sister. Yeah. Oops, sorry, mate.
Wow, what a special day.
It's a monumentous occasion. We've got her. The older sister is here. Woo! Yay!
Am I supposed to introduce myself?
Yeah. Introduce yourself like we do at work.
Yeah.
I'm Charlotte, the elder sister. Some people know me as Lottie. My friends, not my sisters. And finally they wrangled me to come here. I was only going to come when they hit like 100,000 followers, but considering that's not happening, I've just had to come.
So we're going to kick it off with a quick game.
Quick
called...
quiz. What sister are you?
We got our whiteboards.
We got the whiteboards that we splurged on.
And basically, it's going to be 3 options.
Mm-hmm. A, B, C.
Yeah. We're going to write what we think each other are. And then at the end, it will tell us which one's which.
So I could end up not being me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, what do you mean? You could end up not being you.
You're you.
You're
No,
you
I'm
still.
gonna
You'll
change.
still be Lottie.
No, but I could end up on... well, how do I know who I am?
I'm so
You'll
confused.
think... Just listen to the first question
Yeah.
and you'll get it immediately.
Yeah,
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
Number 1. How do you usually react when your sister tells you about a problem she's been having? A. Offer advice and try and solve the problem. B. Listen attentively and offer emotional support. Or C. Make a joke to try and lighten the mood. I can see your answers, Kirsty.
Well, don't know.
That's influencing me. I've
Alright.
been influenced.
Okay. I don't know how you could get that wrong. It's so obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Number...
I know exactly what you mean. Arsehole.
I'm happy with that.
Number 2. Your sister borrows something of yours without asking. How do you respond? A. Confront her and set boundaries. B. Let it go but ask her to return it. Or C. Borrow something of hers without asking in return. 3. It's your sister's birthday. How do you celebrate? Plan an elaborate party. Write her a heartfelt letter or give her a meaningful gift. Or C. Tease her about getting older, then surprise her with a fun outing.
Do you want me to be honest? There's so many things to remember. Because I'm trying to think which one's you, which one's me, which
I can
one's
say it
you.
again. A. Plan
Can I
an
not just
elaborate...
put who I think I am?
No, Charlotte, that's not the game. A. Plan an elaborate surprise party. B.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
It's your sister's birthday. How do you celebrate?
Well, we know what the issue is there. I've already forgotten that.
There should be a none of the above.
That's what I
Yeah,
was thinking.
like,
I was
these
like,
aren't-
those
yeah.
aren't me.
Yeah. All right, next.
How would you describe your relationship with your sisters? A. You're the leader. They look up to you for guidance. B. You're very close. You share a lot of personal moments. C. You're the fun one, always trying to make them laugh. How do you usually communicate with your sisters? A. Through direct and straightforward conversations. B. Through long chats and heart-to-heart talks. Or C. Through playful banter and funny memes.
Okay, is that done now?
No. Shut up.
You're
Just one
literally...
more. Honestly, this is what she's like all the time.
The last one.
We'll be halfway through playing a board game as a family and she'll go, I don't want to play this anymore. And she'll get up and leave the room.
And it just feels like it's been
I thought
going
it's
on.
wasting
Everyone's
my
done,
time.
I guess. Even though everyone else is having a great time, Charlotte's like, this is boring. I'm bored. This last question, Charlotte, you just had to hold it in for one more.
You made it longer as well. Right, carry on.
What's your role during family gatherings? Walking off and saying you can't be bothered because you're bored. That's not one of them. That's actually one of them. That's not. Gotcha. No, it's A, organising activities or taking charge of preparations. B, ensuring everyone feels comfortable and is having a good time. Or C, cracking jokes and keeping the atmosphere light and fun.
Who's always cracking the jokes?
So now count up how many A's, B's or C's each person has on your thing.
No.
Okay, so counting that up,
Yeah.
Charlotte, you are the type of sister that you are This is the sister that you could be, that you are, that we have deemed you as. And you are the sister that is the protective sister. Mostly A's. You got 15 A's. You are the one who takes charge and looks out for your siblings. You're often seen as the leader of the pack and always have your sister's back, ready to defend and guide them through any situation. That's so true.
That
That's
is
so
so
true.
me.
That's literally you. You always had my back at secondary school. You're always telling people off.
Because you were gobby.
I was a bit gobby. Alright, so I was mostly B's. I'm the caring sister. I am the heart. I'm the heart of this sibling group. I'm the heart of these sisters. I'm always there to offer a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on. I'm the one you guys turn to for comfort and emotional support, and you cherish the close bond we all share. That's so true. That's literally me.
You are really
That's me,
good at
actually.
listening.
That's me.
Well, it's obviously not.
Yeah,
Obviously not.
sorry. Yeah, you're right.
It's not you.
That's not
If
the
you
quiz.
see something in the other ones that you think sounds like you, it's not.
Yeah.
We're just on a quiz.
Yeah, we've just done a quiz and that's not you.
And ChatGPT.
You got mostly C's, actually. So
Sounds about right.
you're the fun sister. That's who you are. And that's great. You are the life of the party. You're always looking for a way to make your sisters laugh. You keep things lighthearted and fun, and your playful nature and sense of humour are the glue that often holds the family together through those tough, tough times.
When people die, Kirsty.
Oh,
There you go.
there I
Can't
am.
wait for Kirsty to make a joke.
Yeah.
And I would. I would make a joke.
And I would.
Uncomfortable.
Sorry, you're dead.
All right.
Very good. Now we know. Don't ever try and be the fun sister, Charlotte or me. Don't you dare ever try and be the caring
Don't try
sister.
and make jokes.
There's no
That's my
jokes or
job.
fun left in me. I'm too busy protecting and leading.
Good game, good game.
Good games, good games.
Good game.
Could have been better, but it was alright. But I'm honest, if you want my feedback afterwards about how that game went.
We know that one of the first Taylor Swift songs that you really liked was
XL.
No.
That's obviously
now.
not what's now.
I would speak
when it
now.
was-
I remember when you worked at that suit
Yeah, when you
place.
worked at the suit shop.
Actually, what we mostly listened to was Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
But you said you loved it when Speak Now came
Yeah.
on.
You were like, I've been listening to Taylor Swift today, and I was like, what?
Yes, maybe. I can't remember, to be
But
honest.
what was the song that made you fall in love with
Swiftie.
her as a Swiftie?
It was the Folklore album, for sure. That's when I was like, do you know what? I could listen to
Do you
this
know
all
what?
the time.
You're all right.
You're actually alright.
You've charmed me.
She charmed me, and mostly I like to walk on rainy walks listening to folklore, and I absolutely loved it. Still do.
Mm.
And you can't change my mind.
I like listening
wait,
to
try.
Clean on rainy walks on repeat.
Yeah.
Should we do the spin the wheel?
Yeah, I think that's a good segue into what Taylor Swift song is it going to be this week?
Is that what you do every week?
So every week we spin the wheel. It
Yeah.
picks one of the Tortured Poets songs.
Yeah.
And then we're analysing the Tortured Poets songs under certain
Categories.
and we're rating them. And then at the end, we're going to find out what's our top Tortured Poets song.
Can you just make the disclaimer that we are not the same, though, about...
It means is that she's not as hardcore of a Swiftie as us two, but
Yeah.
I also want to add a separate disclaimer that we are also not the smart Swifties that
Yeah.
you see online that are able to dissect all the lyrics and tell you all the smart things about them.
We're just giving our opinion
Yeah.
We are just
on
average
what we think.
We're just average in
C
everything.
students.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Some of us were all A's from the quiz. Did you make that?
Yeah,
I
it's
told
really
you I made
cute,
that
isn't it?
earlier.
Yeah.
Cassandra. All right, be right back. We're going to listen to it.
That was harder than I thought.
That was
Right, we're
hard
back.
because you were writing smiley faces.
Ticks.
Because you didn't realise.
I was like, lyrics? Tick.
All right, so for lyrics, I put an 8 just because it's clever.
I put 10 out of 10 because it was clever. I liked
The story behind
the
it.
lines that she drew together.
I put a 7.
Why?
Because I felt like it was a 7. And I put on pure gut feeling, 7.
Yeah, emotion.
I gave it a 9 for emotion. I feel like it's quite in the fact that I think she's what
I don't know how to laugh.
I was like,
Oh.
4.
Well, no, I think the emotion is very angry. I think she's
I
very
put
angry
6.
now.
I
Fair.
thought she's got way more emotional songs than that.
Yeah.
I just meant by like not emotional as in sad emotional. I meant like angry emotional, which is still an emotion.
Yeah, fair.
I put 4 because I'm like,
She didn't feel anything.
I thought you meant like me emotion, not her emotion.
Yeah, fair.
It's okay. Vibe?
I put 7. It's pretty vibey.
I put 7 because the chorus song.
I don't even know what you mean by vibe.
Am I
Because
gonna
this is
dance
what
to it?
people mean when they shake their shoulders.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, I didn't do that, so maybe I should put 0.
Liam pointed it out to me and I've never been able to unhear it. This song sounds like the theme song for the OC.
It's such a fucking good theme song. Right back where we started
It's just
from.
got a good vibe, you know?
California.
California.
Here we come. Yeah,
That would
was
be really good,
show.
by the way. Wow, we could be a band as well.
Stop this podcast.
So, scrap it.
We've
Stop
got the
your-
mics.
Stop your messing around.
We're going to be girls 3 ever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I put the vibe was 6.
It's okay.
Yeah,
The
That's
vibe
7.
for the California song.
That
That was a 10.
10. 10.5.
Yeah, agree.
Catchiness 5.
I put a 7.
Really? I don't think it's that catchy. I don't
think
hear
it's
anyone singing it.
catchy.
It's not catchy, Kirsty.
I feel like it's catchy to me.
6. Every Taylor Swift song is catchy. You're not the demographic.
My
Right.
fave line, when it's burn the bitch, they're shrieking. When the truth comes out, they're quiet.
That's good. What did
Yeah.
you put for your fave line?
When the truth comes out, it's quiet.
Yeah.
Because at the end, I caught the...
It's so quiet, and you were like, "That's the only line I can remember now." I put blood sick, but nothing like a payroll.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's definitely a Kardashian reference.
The whole
in this
thing's
song.
a Kardashian
So-
reference in the song. The when it's burn the bitch, they're shrieking.
And what call is she
attacking Taylor
referring
on Twitter.
to when she's patching up the crack?
Mm.
Is it the Kanye call?
I think the whole thing is quite obviously about that whole situation because it's and they fill my cell with snakes. The bit where it's like and when
That's
the
really
truth
nice.
comes out, they're quiet because when they finally brought out the correct video, they were quiet after that. The
Yeah.
Kardashians didn't say a word. No one spoke about it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what happened. Time to move on
And
now.
the fact that it's about Cassandra,
I was gonna
who
say.
this is when I read about this because I didn't know who Cassandra was in Greek
Is it
mythology.
something about Greek mythology?
Yeah, when I read it, I was like, that's fucking brilliant because she's the one who told them that the Trojans were coming, and no one believed her, and she got killed for it.
Well, there you go.
She was like, boring.
Boring.
That's what she's doing. Writing. Cassandra.
Grow up.
Who gave her a
God's
whiteboard?
sake. Honestly,
That's our fearless leader.
To be honest,
I thought it was cool. I really enjoyed that little
Yeah.
tidbit when I read it.
no, it is really interesting. But do you know what?
What?
I'm glad that hopefully she's over it now, for her sake.
Well, you forgive, you forget, but you never let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, I live by that.
Shannon, you don't forgive and you don't forget and you don't let it go.
That's
So
true.
actually you don't live by that one bit. You're still upset with someone that made up a lie that you...
I was friends with a
You're going to
boy.
start this beef up again, I guess?
I was friends with a boy, and she saw us literally together around the village. We were only like 15, and she said she's having sex with your boyfriend. They've been fucking. Well, I was a virgin.
Mum and Dad.
I was a virgin who couldn't even drive.
What's that from?
Clueless.
Ah, okay.
You're a virgin who can't drive. Anyway, so she spread this fucking rumor about
Vicious
me.
rumour.
A vicious rumor that I was shagging fucking what's his face. I'm not gonna say names. And then I get a text later that evening going, just ignore the next text that I'm gonna send. My girlfriend's making me send it. You know the girlfriend. My
I
girlfriend's
really
making
like
me
the girlfriend. Who's no longer the girlfriend.
Listen, this is like
Yeah.
20 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Meaningless.
Hopefully she doesn't care anymore.
Anyway, and it was just basically saying, you need to leave me alone. Like, nothing is going on between us anymore. We're not, like, blah,
Why
blah, blah.
anymore?
Why anymore?
But honestly, this whole long text, like this long, basically just going, stop stalking me, basically. And I'm like, what the fuck? When he sent the first text, I was like, I can't be bothered with this. Like, whatever, do what you want. Like, go away. And I was like, what fucking But then, to be honest, I don't think I'd be too happy if, I mean...
If you saw Alex walking around the village having a cigarette with a
Having a
15-year-old
cigarette-
girl, you absolutely
Yeah.
should not be. That is wrong.
I'd call the police.
I think you should.
No, if I saw him just walking around with some girl, but who the fuck are you walking around? Who the fuck is that? I don't care.
but
I'll be
we
jealous.
We were teenagers. We were all
teenagers.
hanging out with.
Yeah, we were all hanging out with
each
each other.
other.
Anyway, so and
But that isn't what I was saying.
I'll
What
never
I was
let it
saying is
go.
that was happened, and then this girl that started the room up like 15 years ago,
Yeah.
whatever. I was sat on the bus with her. She's like, "Hi, yeah, about you're right," and I told her, she's like, "Why the fuck have you spoken to her?"
every
I don't hate
person,
anyone.
that you've ever fallen out with, whether you've made up with them or not, I will give them a dirty look when I see them because I never let it go.
Unnecessary.
It's called loyalty. It's called having your sister's backs. You fuck with my sister once. That's it.
Oh, but I'm not like that. So I'm not loyal.
You're not loyal.
That's the tea, everyone.
That's
She
the
was
tea.
a virgin. Sometimes I write down my dreams if I feel like they're worth remembering, because
Right.
otherwise you just forget about it immediately, and that's a fact. Weird sort of zombie apocalypse, I guess. Made my way home and Liam was all good, thank God. And family all came to my house. Neighbour was affected and dragged Joe over fence and started attacking him. We had to close curtains on Joe. Brutal.
Poor Joe.
Poor Joe.
Poor Joe. I would have thought Joe lasted longer in a zombie apocalypse.
Not in
got
this zombie
dragged,
apocalypse. For
apparently.
context,
It's
Joe
dragged.
is Lottie's boo.
Baby daddy.
That he is. I'll let him know that he died early in your
Yeah.
None of us are going, let's help
Why
Joe.
would you go to his aid? We know what happens.
But he hasn't even been bit. He hasn't been bit. He's just being dragged away. We could drag him back. We could try and help.
What if you get dragged over
So
with
Charlotte's
him?
the one that's closing the curtains.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
Let's not let the kids see this.
Also, knowing Joe, if he could get out, he would. We might see him again. He
Yeah.
might be in another dream. Tonight you might have a dream where he goes, "Kirsty, I was fine."
Joe
yeah."
suddenly appears. It's like 6 months ahead in the zombie
Yeah.
apocalypse. Like,
It's
yeah,
like full beard.
Joe's like, spoiler alert if you haven't watched The Walking Dead, Joe's Morgan. He's just suddenly appeared. You're like,
Absolutely.
he's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, with his
He's
track.
still alive.
Yeah.
He's got his trucker hat on.
Joe would thrive in that kind of environment.
I think he'd enjoy it. I'm just
Yeah.
really sorry that I sacrificed Joe in my dream. He was the one that was gone. I don't know if I sacrificed him, sorry. I don't want you to think that I sent him outside.
It sounds like you
Your
pushed
word.
him. into
Someone's
the
got to die,
zombies.
and it's got to be you.
Okay.
We can't all survive this episode of Kirsty's Dream Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Well, he would be lower in your pecking order
Oh,
out of boyfriend.
sorry, Joe.
I don't know. Joe did sing you happy birthday.
Yeah, I didn't get. I can't remember the last time Alex sang me happy birthday, if ever.
Never
Alex
sang
never
me
sang
happy birthday. Or me.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Alex sing.
Oh, maybe he has a beautiful voice.
Kirsty's heard him sing. I've been with him 10 years.
Do you know what? Maybe he'd be a lot happier if he sang.
I say
Yeah.
to him, I'm like, it makes me feel like you're devoid of joy. That even when you're alone in the car,
He
you
doesn't
don't.
sing alone in
He
the car.
doesn't sing.
in the car.
Joe does all the time.
I wish he would.
Yeah, and once, did you ever have that app? You know the app where you could record yourself
Yeah.
singing?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Kirsty
This
did
was
that.
years ago. In fact, when I lived here, is when we did it. Right, and Joe did I think Nicki Minaj.
Was it Justin?
Yeah,
he loves that song.
And he did it, and honestly, I
Was it
wish
good?
I had it. It was so good. It's so good. I sometimes film him in the car when he sings.
Is he good?
No, he's awful.
Oh, you made it out like he was
So
good.
good.
Did
It's him
you?
so good. I thought you meant are you going to laugh?
Aw.
Yeah, absolutely you'd laugh if you had
Aw.
Joe sing along.
I don't
He
think I
knows
would.
he's bad.
No.
I think he thinks he's all right until he can hear himself.
But why
horrible.
is it that you sound so good in your head and then you record yourself and you're like, delete that and never show
Delete
anyone?
that immediately. I'm so
Except
embarrassed.
Charlotte. We call Charlotte Golden Vagina. And there's a reason for this.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because everything she touches turns to gold.
everything.
Why the vagina? I don't actually know.
I
Yeah,
don't know where
I
we
don't
started
know why
calling her
you
golden
said- yeah.
vagina.
It made sense at the time.
I think
felt.
as well, like, she's the favourite child. She was grandma's favourite grandchild.
She can sing.
She can sing.
She can dance. She can act.
She
No, we
was
don't.
on. She got promoted when
I've
she
been
was on
acting
maternity leave. Like, who gets a promotion halfway through the maternity
Yeah.
leave? She's just golden vagina.
She went, I might start drawing.
yeah,
And she started drawing and she was drawing the most lifelike portraits of
it
people
was
ever.
ridiculous.
And then she was like,
I
I
might
might try watercolour.
Let me just dabble in watercolour. Beautiful.
Beautiful, absolutely stunning.
If you dare decide to go, I'm gonna go and fucking crochet a blanket. I swear to God, I'll fucking
Or-
throw
I
this
might
at
have
your
to
head.
finish off the bloody blanket that you started talking about.
I
in January.
just-
It's now
How dare you?
September.
I rebought the
That's her birthday
wool now. I literally came today, you bitch.
Did it?
And I started working on it again
you
a
go,
couple of
don't you
days
feel
ago.
silly?
No, I'm excited. Plus, the winters are coming.
She's probably going to decide to do a podcast next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Do you know what I was thinking? Do you remember when we were doing that quiz and I thought this could be better? This isn't well laid out.
We actually asked you to be our manager before.
Yeah, we did ask you to be
Our
our
marketing
manager.
director.
Yeah. I don't want to do any of those things and I don't want to do a podcast, sorry.
Wow.
But it's nice to come along today and see how well set up. Honestly, I thought that you two were taking this really seriously and you are. Way more seriously than I thought.
I'm not 100% if she's being
I
sarcastic.
think she's making fun of
Sarcastic.
us.
You have microphones and fucking stand.
I thought you were
What
making...
did you think we had?
Yeah.
I
What do you
don't
think we were
know, but
using?
none of this.
Did you think we were just sitting there with our phones, like, on
that's
season 1? Welcome to Camera.
Is that what you thought you were doing? Each talking into like a voice memo.
To be fair, like I said, I've only listened to about 4 episodes so far.
Unacceptable.
What you're doing right now is what we do every single day for 2 hours at night, which is chat.
Yeah.
So I already know everything.
We're sisters.
You don't know everything about me. I'm actually quite an enigma. I don't often answer the fam chat.
Yeah, that is true.
So what do
Yeah,
you know
That
about
is
me?
true. Well, that dream was from November. So how many dreams have you had since then?
Could do another
I
one.
forgot to write that. I'll give
No,
you
don't
another
worry.
one.
You don't have to give me
No,
another
I'll
one.
give you
I just
another
thought I
one.
interrupted you.
No, I've got another one right here.
I don't really want to listen to it.
Well, you will now. It's quite a long one as well.
Oh, fuck's sake.
27th of August, 2025.
Oh,
On flight to Greece with Liam, Shannon and Charlotte. You feature in this.
I love it when I'm in someone's
I
dream.
am more interested already.
Yeah.
I'm always more interested as soon as someone says I'm in their dream. I go, what did I do? Was I a hero?
Flight attendant is freaking out
Never.
because there are foxes, but says it's okay because they're in the overhead locker. I think props mean plane has been sitting not used for ages and seen too many air crash investigation episodes. Not far into flight and we're getting quite low to ground when suddenly plane pulls to and spins out slightly. Pilot somehow manages to recover. We land in a random spot and there is another plane waiting for us. Pilot is like, what do you expect if the plane's been sitting on the tarmac for so long it has foxes? I feel pretty smug about being so clever. We transfer over to the other flight, but I left my passport on old plane. They take ages to let me off, so the stairs to new plane had already gone. I had to climb a rope to get in. So embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. I had to climb up a rope to get into the plane, and
Right.
everyone on the plane was already boarded, so they were just watching me because I left my passport on
What
the
were
other
me,
plane. that
Liam,
nearly
and
crashed.
Lottie doing?
Absolutely, that's logic.
You were just sitting, you were boarded. Liam didn't
Well,
help
the
me
fox
in.
is still on the plane.
On the old plane, yeah.
Oh, but you got on a new plane that you had to climb up a rope.
Yeah.
Did the foxes stay in the bins?
I would hope that they took them out, but my dream didn't go into that much depth.
I haven't really seen a fox up close.
I just thought it was really funny that even as I was writing that dream down, I thought, I am so fucking clever. And then I realised what you're talking about. It's your dream. Of course.
You made up that whole scenario.
You made up the air crash investigation.
But
back.
it isn't even that clever. I can't explain why I don't think it's that clever. I'm just trying to say that you're not that clever.
It's just harsh for no reason.
That was just
Wow.
me being mean, but I'm trying to think. I think it's because I'm like logically that's stupid.
It was a good dream though.
Yeah.
What's the last dream you remember having?
I don't think I dream.
I don't
You don't
dream.
dream?
Or at least I don't
No.
remember my dreams.
Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, I wish I could remember that dream I had last night because it was wild.
I went for a carrot with my friends and we were chatting and I thought beforehand, I said to myself, when you get there, don't talk a lot. And I say
Little pep
this to
talk.
myself all the time. Like, if you go into this meeting, don't talk a lot. Be quiet and just listen. Does
Why
that
should
happen?
you?
You're lovely and chatty, and I enjoy that
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
always
not
think
super
I wish I was
chatty.
as chatty.
Do you know there's another person sat at the table thinking, shut the fuck up.
Not me.
Not me.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's why we just call each other.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll stop
That's
going out with other people now.
Just us three all the
Just
time.
you two listen to me all the time and it'll be fine. Because I'm the leader of the pack.
You
Yeah.
are the leader. Do you remember when we
Any
were
of us.
little and whenever we'd play teachers, you were always the teacher,
Obviously.
and we'd break like mum and dad's radios to get these satellite sticks on.
I forgot about
What are they
that.
called? Are they satellites? What the fuck do you
The
call
antenna.
that? The antennas. We break the antennas off of any radio they had. I don't know how
What's
many
that
they had
pointing
because I feel
stick?
like we broke quite a lot off.
Yeah.
What was the thing that we used to pretend was a gun? And
It was
like
like
a Allen key screwdriver
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, that was so good.
that was
and
so
it used
good.
to make
And it
that
used to
clicky
look like a
noise.
revolver.
The thing is, we act like we only did that as kids, but I remember they had that up until about 5 years ago, and every time I was in the house, and that was about pew pew.
Do you remember
pew, pew.
Larson, our old dog, used to get really annoyed when we'd play with it, like he knew or something. He's like, "That's too violent, guys."
He's like,
I'm a
"You're not allowed
German
to play with
Shepherd."
guns."
I was supposed to be a police dog.
Hey, put that gun down slowly.
Poor Larson.
Anytime we fought, Larson would try and get involved.
Do you remember when we'd push the speaker things in?
Oh, that was really naughty.
That was
It
really
was
bad.
really annoying.
That was really naughty. But every kid done it, I reckon.
I reckon
Yeah.
Eliza must have done it on ours because one of them popped in. He was like, "Who the fuck's done that?" And
I
was
didn't
like,
think it
"Who's
was
done that?"
bad.
I didn't even know it was a thing. To be honest, it could have been me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't me.
Is there any in here?
It's tempting to do it though.
Yeah. I didn't like that you mentioned all your friends that you have.
What friends?
What
She
friends?
said I went for a curry with my friends.
She's always going out with friends. Like every weekend, she's like, "I'm off to see my friend."
I wish I was off every weekend to see my friends.
You are.
She's
with
not
the
actually.
kids.
Yeah, with the
With
kids.
the-
Oh,
she's
with
still-
the kids.
It's not the same. It's not the same because mostly it's just like half conversations. And yeah, you never complete anything you're trying to say. But yeah, I do have friends.
Yeah.
You two now have my friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really appreciate that.
You had
Thank
one
you.
shared friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, you had two shared friends, but one's a boyfriend now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one, yeah, is a shared friend. And then you decided just to have all my friends.
Yeah, that was just the easiest way to go about it, I think.
Yeah.
So we could all hang around with each other. Well done, us.
Yeah, do you know what? Well fucking done us. Because who accomplishes that?
Yeah, we all
We
work
do.
together and then
Yeah.
we get all our friends. By our
God.
friends, I mean, I didn't bring anything to the party apart from myself.
Yeah.
100%.
Get them all to
What
work
a
with us as
fucking
well.
Weird family. What a weird family. Look at them. Joe says it all the time. He's like, what on earth do you have to chat about again? He's like, why are you calling each other?
We like each
Loads of
other.
stuff. We've got so
We
much
like
to
each
say.
other, sorry.
Sometimes we just sit there, not even really talking.
We did that earlier on our lunch break.
Yeah.
I rang her and I was talking to her and then I was like, just doing something else.
Now that you don't have social media, what do you scroll on?
I scroll on Rightmove all of the time. So if anyone wants to know about the local market, just ask me. And I do cheeks. I look at YouTube Shorts, but my YouTube Shorts thinks that I'm extremely right wing, and
My
it's
favourite
always showing
thing.
me like Candy Sewins.
Who
And...
looks for YouTube shorts?
Because I haven't got anything else.
Yeah, Eliza tries to look at YouTube shorts because she's not allowed on anything else. So she's
Yes.
like, YouTube shorts.
Yeah. So sometimes I watch that, and now I really like that Theo Von. He really makes me laugh.
Yeah,
oh,
he is
yeah,
funny.
he is funny.
He makes me laugh. And then what else do I see? Also, that's why I started doing some watercolour painting again, because I saw some watercolours. And
That sounds really wholesome.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, and I just don't look at all the shit that I used to look at.
that's
mostly.
good.
Other than I said Candy Sewins comes up on my thing quite a
Oh,
lot of the
I
time.
hate that.
She's
Oh,
just
I
angry
just
for
about
no
it.
I hate her. I'm
reason.
scared.
Yeah. And that's it really, because I have no real algorithm, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tommy Robinson used to come and I was like, Jesus Christ, what does YouTube like?
It's because you keep stopping on
'cause
Candy
yours-
Sounds.
Yeah, probably why. So I've watched 10 seconds. He was like, "You're like Tommy
You're like
Robinson."
Tommy Robinson.
And that's it really. That's all I do on my phone. Oh, and I play the Wordle on New York Times.
Love that.
And then you guys all share your Wordle scores, and I don't
yeah.
share mine because mine are really shit. But I play
I only
Wordle the
share
way
mine
that
when
you
it's
should play
good.
Wordle.
Which is what?
You know what Shannon does.
Yeah, I don't care what
Tell
I do.
everyone. What do you do?
When you can read your analysis on the bot, it always uses Crane as the opening move. So I was like, there's a reason for that. I'm gonna start using Crane as my opening move. I don't know what difference does
I
that
always
make.
use the similar words though. I always use things like rates or rated, so it uses like ERs.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that though?
It's boring.
that doesn't mean you're playing
Sometimes
it
I'll
wrong.
throw around the
Means
word
I'm
out
playing-
there.
I'm playing
Sometimes
to
I'll go
win.
I'm
flame.
playing for fun.
And do you know what? The other day I put flame, and it was something really similar to that. I got 4 yellow letters, and I was like, wow. Well
Every
done
day
me.
I think, put in that random word, and then I go, where are we going to go from? Where are we going to go from here?
Let's go crazy.
Let's go
That's
crazy.
why your Wordle's shit and you don't want to share it.
Yeah, but it's more fun because if I put Creighton or Crane in every day,
Doesn't bother me. There's a starting point. But we're two different people, Charlotte.
Are
I
we?
want to win. I want to get it in
She's
as
a B,
few
you're
words
an
as
A.
possible.
I thought that an A would want to win. I
Yeah.
don't care about winning, really.
I do.
I'm there for the journey.
I want to win.
Yeah, you do. You're very competitive. Kirsty, I don't know what you're like. Because remember,
She's
I can't
very
remember your
competitive.
childhood at all.
She's very competitive. She doesn't
For your
seem
birthday.
competitive, but as soon as you get her in a competition, she's almost sweating from it. I've
It's not-
seen
You're
you.
almost sweating.
You're feral in a
What did you do?
competition.
Tapping
Yeah.
your head?
What kind of competition are we talking about? where
Any
I'm sweating?
competition.
Almost
Even a
sweating.
quiz.
I'm not
Yeah,
working
that's what I
very
mean,
hard.
she's- Almost. Almost there. Do you know, anytime I go to give one of my kids a high five at the minute, she just pops her head like that. And then she's like, Mummy. I'm like, that's not right, is it? It's
Metal.
just her.
Oh, you drawing me?
Yeah.
Let me
Golden
see.
vagina.
I know, I'm just drawing her glasses.
Let me
Please show
see.
the camera, please.
Wow, that is art.
Wow.
What would you do if we're sitting in this room right now and you hear bang, bang, bang? Someone outside. They tear their way in, Charlotte. They've got two guns, one pointed at Kirsty, one pointed at me. They say to you, pick one. Only one gets to live. I'm like,
Sorry.
pick Kirsty. She's younger. She's
No,
youngest. She's got
I'm
more
saving
potential
Shannon.
in life.
Because of
Wow.
Eliza.
Yeah.
I would have given up my life. You wouldn't have even had to choose. I would have gone, you can pick me because these two have kids.
Do you know what?
But
That's
you
really
just
unfair,
decided to call it
though.
out.
Because why is my life more special because she doesn't have a child? Poor Kirsty.
What if I didn't know
You
you?
don't
both?
know
Maybe
what I have
wouldn't
to
think that, but I
achieve.
know Eliza.
Yeah, you don't know what she's got left to achieve in her life.
Well, sorry.
What
you
about
have to
Liam?
achieve stuff just because you haven't had a kid. That doesn't mean you have.
What
What
about
about
Liam?
Liam?
That could be the start of Liam's villain arc, and he's
Yeah.
going to come to you for revenge because it was your choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
What would you do
sorry,
then?
but that's just what I've chosen.
Is that what you're
Sorry,
going to say to
Liam.
him? Sorry, Liam.
Liam's so nice about everything. You absolutely should have killed Kirsty.
He
It was an
wasn't.
absolutely good choice.
He'd be devastated.
No, I'm not saying you would be devastated.
He'd
but
wear
he
black
couldn't-
for the rest
He
of his
couldn't.
life.
He couldn't be horrible to me. So yeah, that was absolutely the right
Yeah.
choice. Like, well done.
He'd be like, you know what you're doing.
It actually devastates me just thinking about you going before Liam.
It's like this funeral cake tastes amazing. It tastes.
Who made
absolutely
it?
superb.
Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh,
Another golden vagina moment
Yeah.
is when
That was
Charlotte
really good.
made a birthday cake.
I'll send you the picture to upload.
Yeah, and here it is. And everyone said that it was the best cake ever.
I mean, in fairness, Kirsty, your cakes are absolutely next level.
Yeah.
This cake, honestly, I've never tasted anything like it.
It was beautiful. I'll draw a picture of what it looked like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, look at that. Layers of beautiful sponge, perfectly layered, perfect sizes, all completely even.
It was like
Kirsty's are always completely even as well. She makes a phenomenal cake. I don't want anyone to think that Kirsty is not a phenomenal baker. This
Here's
cake,
some pictures of my cakes.
and here's some pictures of mine. Anyway, fresh fucking cream with vanilla in, I believe she put in.
Yeah.
Then she put
was
frozen
raspberry
raspberries
cream, yeah.
in the cream.
It was really good.
And there were
nice.
fresh raspberries on top. And cake, raspberry cream, cake, raspberry cream, cake, raspberries cream, raspberries. It's phenomenal.
It was really good.
And I fucking devoured the slice that I took home with me as well.
Yeah.
I'm salivating.
That
Yeah.
was my first and last cake, so I hope you enjoyed it.
I wanted that cake. Again.
You're not going to make me a cake for my birthday.
No, I think you should make your own because you
Wow.
were really horrible to me after that.
I
cake.
wasn't.
She was.
I wasn't.
She was. You were so bitter about it. You wouldn't talk to Charlotte properly.
You're like, I'm going home now.
I just want you to know that it was one of the most delicious cakes I ever tasted. And if I was mean to you, it's because I was jealous.
I was really jealous of Kirsty winning our rap battle, right? That we had the other day.
Yeah, she
I
was
was
so
fucking-
annoyed. Me and Shannon had a rap battle the other day randomly out of nowhere.
Just fuming.
And Shannon
I was really bitter.
got really upset with Dad about some part of the rap battle and sent him a little bit. And I replied to it because creativity
She-
took over.
We'd already made up.
I didn't really know you'd fallen out.
We fell out, did a little
Actually
rap,
fell out.
made up.
No,
No,
it
not
was just
properly.
fake,
It was a
fake one.
fake,
Oh.
jokey.
But then
little
it turns
falling
out we really fell out.
Then we fell out.
Why?
Because I went for Dad. because he was trying to turn me against Kirsty. And then Kirsty came to Dad's defence and sent a rap battle against me.
This is the part of the relationships I never understand.
Absolutely just pulverised me into
destroyed
the ground.
her.
She destroyed me. I was a
Which
shell
is
of my
why
former
I had
self
to do
after
it, because I was like, this is how good
Yeah.
my reply is. Like, I can't stop
No,
the
you could've-
lyrics from flowing.
No.
Like, sorry, Dad.
You could have switched
I'm gonna
it
have to
around
take
and
this
put
over
it
for
towards
you.
Dad. There was a way to do it. You didn't do it. Instead, you attacked the person that you made up with. It was out of
She
nowhere. It
texts
was
me
a gut
going-
knife in the back.
You should get some like beats and then do your rap to each other.
Yeah.
And
No,
then-
because I
and
don't
then
want
do
to.
a
My rap
poll.
was so bad. My
And
raps
yeah.
were terrible. They were so
Why?
bad. Because she absolutely wiped the floor with me. I'm not taking that humiliation public. It was bad enough to have
You
it on
read it.
WhatsApp.
It was
Anyway,
really
so
good.
I was so upset. I was like, I don't want to see her tomorrow. I'm so jealous and bitter about this. I just
Yes,
went,
this is what I woke up to. I
I'm
swear on my life.
life.
I woke up
I
to
was real
this
bitter about
message.
it. I sent her a message
Oh
before I
my
went to go,
goodness.
I don't know if we have plans.
She went, I can't remember if we have plans tomorrow,
Lol.
but I CBA, so I'm cancelling.
Just cancelling.
What the
Couldn't
fuck
bother.
is
And
wrong
I
with
woke
you?
up to that like, what? Like, why is she annoyed at me? And then I'm looking at the WhatsApp messages and I'm like, is she annoyed at me because everyone liked my rap and she couldn't respond to
Yeah.
it?
Do you want me to be honest? I didn't even read either of them properly. I just put hearts
Oh,
on
you're
them.
missing out.
No, they were good, but I
Kirsty
mean,
wiped
like,
the floor
I
with me.
thought they
She
were
was a
both
phenomenal rapper. She is a linguist.
I
She's a
didn't know you were a
rapper.
rapper. Maybe
Yeah.
actually it stopped the podcast.
Yeah.
Do a rap and then with California in the middle, like a.
What am I
can
gonna
do? A
do?
band, a rap.
No,
You
I
can-
mean like
you
know,
can
like
rap.
I used to be the rapper in the bands that we did
Doesn't
when we
mean
were
you have to
younger
make
because
up
I
the
couldn't
lyrics. I'm
sing.
the writer.
Shannon was also going to be a comedian for some time.
Yeah.
What are you going to be when you grow up? I'm going to be a comedian.
Yeah, we get it, Shannon. Everyone finds you really funny in the family.
And I'm fucking Celine Dion, alright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did I have?
No one remembers Kirsty because we don't remember your childhood.
During Charlotte the other day, I was telling her that I was made Marion's lady in the school play. And
I knew
I
that.
was Joseph's understudy in
Yeah.
year 5, which was a big deal, by the way, in year 5.
But I guess Joseph was never sick for you to come
Joseph
on.
wasn't sick, but the point was is I was the understudy.
you
Charlotte's
cared-
like,
Did you learn every
this
line?
didn't happen.
Kirsty, if
Can't
you
remember.
actually cared about being Joseph, you would have done anything that you could
I
have.
know.
You would have gone. You would have gone full Tonya Harding on him.
Her.
Her.
I used to fancy Donny Osmond in that video, which
Same.
is really
I think I did
embarrassing.
as well.
As a
Yeah.
child,
In the video, which also is a weird video because it's
Yeah.
not like a proper film.
it's almost like it's filmed while he's doing a school play.
It's very strange.
It's fucking
Also,
brilliant.
Joseph's dad was a bit of a twat, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that is the point. Isn't
Yeah.
It?
Bad dad. That's
Bad
what
dad.
happens when you declare one child as your favourite all the time. The other one's just a tackle.
But Donny Osmond has a great voice. Also. Let's go back to Donny. Let's go back to Donny.
Yeah. Let's get down to business.
But what a voice.
What
That's
a voice.
beautiful.
Voice of a generation.
No one
Yeah.
talks about Donny.
No, they don't. I did see a TikTok, right, of someone going, I got Donny Osmond to come and visit my mum on her birthday. And she's so excited. And literally, it's just this, like, middle-aged woman absolutely crying her eyes out over Donny Osmond. And I was like, I want Donny Osmond to come and turn up to my house and sing I'll Make a Man Out of You.
That's
And
the
then-
most emotional song in the film. Not Reflection. It's I'll Make a Man
It's
Out of
also just one of the best songs of all time. It's got literally everything.
all
It's
time.
got,
Yeah.
no, genuinely, when you listen to
You. I
it,
know.
it's got everything that you
Yeah.
need in a song.
He
Everything.
doesn't see right through me.
Exactly. It's got the bridge. It's got the catchy chorus. It's got like the
We are men.
yeah, and it's a
No,
proper
I really wish
sing-along.
that I knew how to swim.
And you just want to
So
sing. You just
good.
want to nail every part of that song, and that's
Yeah.
why it's
Honestly.
one of the greatest songs of all time. I always say that I think Charlotte should start her own
Yeah.
advice column. It's
She's
incredible.
literally Dear Deidre. Deidre?
She's literally
She's a
Deidre.
She's literally the Deidre. I don't know how I turned that into one long word. The Deidre.
Dear Deidre gets really bad advice. Like when anyone's cheated on someone, she's always like, just don't tell them. Because she's so old, she's like, fuck it. Just don't bring that
But they
kind
don't know
of...
won't tell.
Damn.
Don't, exactly that. She's like, don't make your life harder than
Yeah.
it already is.
That's
like, you're just going to have to
crazy.
live with that guilt. And that's what she advises. Sorry, carry on.
That's
Well,
mad.
Charlotte is really good at giving advice.
Yeah.
She's really eloquent.
She's
She's
better
the
than
hardest
Deirdre.
person ever, just on a side note, to argue with. Me and Shannon have discussed recently because
Yeah.
she knows how to word things really well.
We spoke about Teagate.
Yeah, we spoke about Teagate last week.
So
I
yeah, if
believe.
you're a Lottie hater because of Teagate, we've made up.
Yeah, it's
And
fine.
also-
Everything's cool.
Obviously, there wasn't the other person to give the other side of Teagate.
Doesn't matter. Anyway,
The impartial person said that you were wrong, and the judging has been ruled. I was right, you were wrong that
Of
night.
course, you were going to take Shannon's side.
we were stuck in a room
For
together.
life,
What was
they've
I going to
taken
do?
each other's side.
That's what you get.
I've got brown hair, they've got blonde hair. Them two are sister twins.
Sorry, do you feel marginalised?
Absolutely.
I'm treated differently because of my brown hair.
My life is so hard.
Because my sisters are blonde and I'm the odd one
Well, that's
out.
why. No, it's because you're like, we're twins. We're both.
You
we
have
both
No, we
those
don't say
piercing,
twins 'cause of
beautiful
our
blue
hair.
eyes. What are you jealous for our hair for?
I didn't say I was jealous.
We
I said
say
that's why you two are like, we're sister twins.
No, we say
We're
we're
the same.
twins because we're nearly Irish twins.
Yeah.
And because
Yeah.
we say stuff a lot at the
We're
same
all a
time.
year apart.
We're 18 months
We're
apart,
13.
Oh, sorry. We're
5
basically
months.
10 years.
Irish twins are 12 months.
All right.
We're 1 month away.
All right. I don't feel hard done by really, apart from when we have arguments and Kirsty's always like,
Actually,
Charlotte,
can I just say,
apologise.
90% of our arguments, everyone's gone, Charlotte's right, Shannon's wrong. In the small 10%
As
of
they
arguments
should.
we've had over the last 30 years, I've been sided with maybe 4 times.
Anyway,
So,
I didn't say you were
fuck
wrong.
off.
I didn't say you were
She
wrong.
did.
I said that you just went a bit far. You were a
Which
bit
is
crazy
wrong.
over a cup of tea at the time.
She also thought Shannon was nearly asleep. Give Shannon a full break. She was literally going to be falling asleep.
poor
in it.
tired Shannon.
I know, poor tired Shannon.
Sometimes I'm tired.
It's all right. We all get sleep.
Right. Anyway,
Next time you're
Ask-
falling asleep, I'm going to have a
So-
go at you for not making a cup of tea.
we're going to start
It
Teagate
have
too.
won't happen.
It would never happen. I'd make the tea. Oh.
So, anyway.
So there was something in the Guardian recently where a woman sent a question in or like asked for help. She asked for some advice, and she was basically talking about how she's taken her kid who's about 11 years old on holiday, and he's whinging the entire time. He wants to be on his phone the whole time, and he just wants to go home because he wants to go home to play on his Xbox. So what does she do?
One, don't have a phone or a fucking Xbox.
Mm.
How sad is it if you go on holiday and then
Take
your
the
child
phone
just
away on
moans about
holiday.
technology? Absolutely. I don't think that one's hard. I think actually I'm only annoyed. My advice is don't ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
Don't ask fucking stupid questions when the answer is really obvious.
It's really obvious. And also, you're on holiday. If you take the phone away, it's going to be stroppy for like a few hours, and then he'll get over it and start
Yeah.
enjoying the holiday.
Find something to do.
It's not your kid that's the problem. You always know that, though. I know that. If Eliza's been on her phone too long,
I'm the problem.
yeah, and I'm like, that's my fault because I've let her be on the phone too long. Take it away.
Absolutely. And also, who the fuck do you have to talk to that's so important?
Yeah.
What are you doing that's so important? At 11,
Mm-hmm.
there's no one that important that you ever need to speak to. There's no game that's
Yeah.
important that you need to play. Go and look outside. But now I sound like this is actually probably a question that makes me sound like,
No, but you're
No,
not, because
I
you
agree.
let your kids go on technology.
absolutely they can watch telly. Daisy is restricted on iPads because sometimes after 10 minutes she acts absolutely mental on it, and I have to be like, calm down, you were just playing Avatar World. You were just dressing some people in clothes, and she's like, we need to put that away now. And then but yeah, to be honest, it's really easy. You just go and put the iPad away. It's not attached to them. It's not something they have to be on. And that person's created their own issue, which is hard because she probably has to just look outside and be like, I think that I'm making my life easier every time I give in and give them an iPad or a Xbox game or whatever, but actually I'm making it 10 times more difficult because you have to listen to them complain all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That is what they use as torture methods, I
Yeah.
think, for, in Guantanamo Bay. I reckon it's that.
It should be. If it
Your
isn't,
child going, when can I go on an iPad?
it should just be a child going, Mum, please, but why? And then you tell them why, and they, but why though? But please.
Yeah, but Eliza
Please.
always pushes it way too far.
She can't just accept. She'll come to me and she'll go, you can say no. You can say no to this.
But you
Don't
actually
worry
can't.
about saying no. And then I'll go, no. And she'll go, but why?
You
I'm
leave
not.
me alone.
You can just leave the room. I'm not discussing this with you. You said I could say no. I've said no. And I could say no anyway, whether you gave me permission or not.
Shannon.
You said I was allowed.
She gave you the permission.
No, it's just the fact, like, if you've come in here and you've already, you know that I'm going to say no by saying you can say no. So she's preemptively already built herself up for me to say no, right? Why are you already shouting at me? You know I was
Maybe
going
she's
to do it.
like, why? What do you think the answer is?
Yeah.
And then she can tell you. And why do you think that is?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
Why
not?
you, actually? She won't take that. She'll go, I'm asking you. I asked
wait,
you
Yeah,
first.
she would say that.
Well, I'll wait till listen to what you think.
Just go to bed.
Just leave me alone.
Just
You
go.
can't ask for your advice anyway. Do you remember you called me the other day and I was like, I'm trying to hide in a room away from the kids because I can't actually be
You
around them
needed
any
it.
longer.
You needed that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that either,
No.
though. Sometimes it is good to just separate yourself from the situation and go back to it fresh.
Absolutely. I was rocking in a corner.
I mean, they found you anyway, like
They always
immediately.
find me.
And then they were just jumping on the bed.
Yeah.
And then I was like, girls.
She was trying to save me. I was like, you can't save me.
I was actually just going to go, how many rooms have you got in this house? And you can't find another one. That's all I wanted to say. Was, go and count the amount of rooms that you're not playing in.
Kirsty is so funny because she's obviously a fantastic aunt.
Absolutely.
But
a smashing
she's
aunt.
always a sister first. She's a sister first and an aunt second.
Who's she not a
apart
sister
from
with?
Violet.
Violet.
Yeah.
Who's our absolute favourite?
Yeah.
She's so little,
No
though.
hiding. No
But I
hiding.
genuinely think if Violet came up and like kicked me and started shouting at me, Kirsty would be like, Violet? Get off Shannon.
No, I
wouldn't.
don't think so.
I
No.
don't think I would either.
I think you're wrong.
You'll see.
But
We'll
yeah,
see
I
as she
am
gets
absolutely.
older.
You're absolutely right. I am always like, I can't believe you're speaking to my sister like that. It's not
She's
like
always
don't
sister
speak
first.
to your mum like that. It's like don't speak to my fucking sister like that.
Absolutely. I mean, I didn't really give advice there, but that one was just stupidity.
So your good advice
Yeah.
was actually
Don't ask
you're making
questions.
it harder on yourself. So don't give him the iPad just because it's
That's
easier
just-
in
that's
the
just
moment.
That's actually the rule of
Parenting
life.
101.
It's the rule of life for all of us. We always do stuff that we think is going to make our lives easier that makes it 10 times harder. Or
Yeah.
we get really anxious or worried about something so we avoid it, and actually we've just made our lives so much more difficult. Even the worrying about the thing
Yeah.
that we don't want to do, it makes it worse. So yeah. Just do
Life
it.
lessons with Lottie.
Life lessons with Lottie.
Or just listen to the 70,000 podcasts.
You don't need them
advice.
because we've got
You got this
life
one.
lessons with Lottie.
Yeah, that's what Joe would say.
Featured.
Oh, listen to her fucking know it all.
It would be like that. It's like, is she you're not giving her that, are you?
It does.
Fuck's sake,
Fucking
fucking hell.
Every time we go, here she fucking goes. Well, doesn't she know she's a doctor? She's I am a lot
like,
of the
you
time.
are
though.
right.
That is the thing.
Yeah, I
That's
actually
why it's
agree. That concludes our sister episode. And wow, what an absolute blast it's been.
Thanks for joining us, Charlotte.
Thanks for joining. We will probably get you on again now.
Yeah.
One, it's nice to be here with you both
Thanks.
because you know I never come see you ever, other than in like a family environment. So this is lovely. Two, it's a very professional setup. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
But I did say to Alex when they told me they were doing this, I thought, how many more productive things could they be doing than a
matter.
fucking podcast? But it doesn't matter. And
You
three,
don't know how productive this is until you see
no,
how
honestly,
much...
when you obviously hit the big time, I'll be
Yeah.
I'll be eating my shorts. But the last thing I was gonna say, yeah, it would be very enjoyable. But as you well know, I'm now doing brownies.
Whenever you're available, let us know.
Right.
So
Bye then.
All right,
it's
bye,
been
love
absolutely
you.
fantastic. Thank you so much for coming.
Give us a like. Click that notification button.
Subscribe.
We don't know where they are, so we
We
just...
don't know where they are. If you've got any Dear Lottie questions, let us know next time she's on the podcast. If there's a few, if there's more than fucking one, we'll do them all.
We can just make a fucking
There's
whole
more than
segment.
one. See you later, guys.
Charlotte's got her thing going. Classic golden vagina.
I've got a therapy chair right here. And now for some reason I've got stuff to write notes on. as
You
well.
meant the pen.
Sorry.
Child.
Yeah, also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and whatever else we're on at Karma's My Sister Podcast. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Yeah, Karma is my sister. Karma is my sister. Yeah, Karma is my sister. Karma is my sister. Yeah.